I mean, Grace O'Malley really airbrushed out of history until I found her languishing in the swirls and flourishes of 16th century calligraphy among the Elizabethan state papers, some from which I will be quoting today. And really no fiction could really complement or come to terms with what Grace O'Malley did. Not merely by land, but more importantly by sea. And the sea is the great divider between the sexes, between people, between everything. But with Grace O'Malley's seafaring tradition, coming from that tradition, the fact that she took her wars, if you like, onto the sea, I think in a way mitigated against her and helped to airbrush her from history, because we don't like to hear of women acting in what we perceive to be a very much a male environment, a very unfeminine environment, and I think that was one of the reasons. But when you look at her and see her factual life, oh yes, she's the first recorded pioneer and feminist, and we should be very proud of that in Ireland. The Ireland of Grace O'Malley was divided into around 40 different lordships, including the great Kildare lordship here of the Earls of Kildare. Some Gaelicised lords and all the Irish chieftains who would wish to fight one another quicker than they would the incoming English. As well as that, the world of Grace O'Malley had become outmoded. It was an archaic world. It hadn't moved on like England 100 years ago, had moved on under one monarchy. Even Scotland was moving away from the clan system. And I think that was its Achilles heel. Perhaps also it was the age of exploration, and with exploration comes exploitation. And it was easier to jump the Irish Sea for these younger sons of landed gentry in England to carve out new estates for themselves here in Ireland. And of course, that's what happened with the plantation of Munster, and afterwards then with the plantation of Ulster. So Grace O'Malley cannot be an icon for nationalism or patriotism because it didn't exist. She's a survivor, and her main occupation was the safety of herself, her family, her followers, her crews, her army of 200 men, and finally, as the Gaelic chieftains in Connacht fell one by one, she became a chieftain. Even though Gaelic law wouldn't allow her to become one, they accepted her as a leader, and that is a great tribute to her and her endurance.